Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my channel. The afterlife in Islam. What happens after we die? In Islam, the afterlife is a fundamental belief, and it shapes how Muslims view life and death. Today, we'll take a closer look at what Islam teaches about the afterlife. From the moment of death to eternal life in either paradise or hell. The moment of death. In Islam, when a person dies, their soul is taken by the angel of death, Azrael. This moment marks the beginning of their journey into the afterlife. The body is then prepared for burial as quickly as possible, following Islamic traditions of washing and shrouding the body. However, death isn't the end. The soul enters a state called barzakh, a period of waiting between death and the final day of judgment. The life of the grave. Barzakh. In barzakh, the soul rests, but this isn't a peaceful sleep for everyone. For those who led righteous lives, the grave becomes a place of peace. The Prophet Muhammad (PBUH) described it as a garden from the gardens of paradise. They receive comfort and wait for the day of judgment. For those who led sinful lives, the grave can become a place of torment, as their actions in life weigh heavily upon them. The punishment in the grave is real, as the Quran and Hadith mention, but it is not eternal. This period is only temporary until the day of judgment. The Day of Judgment. The next major stage of the afterlife is the Day of Judgment, a day when all souls are resurrected from their graves. According to Islam, the earth will shake, and everyone will stand before Allah to account for their deeds. On this day, each person's actions are weighed. The Quran tells us that even the smallest of deeds, whether good or bad, will be judged. The righteous will see their good deeds on the scale, and the sinful will see their wrongdoings. The outcome, paradise and hell. The ultimate result of the Day of Judgment is either eternal bliss in paradise or eternal punishment in hell. For those whose good deeds outweigh their bad, they will be rewarded with entry into paradise, or Jannah. The Quran describes paradise as a place of unimaginable beauty, rivers of milk, honey and wine, lush gardens, and eternal peace. But for those whose deeds are found lacking, they will be sent to hell, or Jahannam. The punishment in hell is severe, described as a blazing fire, where the wicked will suffer for their sins. However, Allah's mercy is vast, and even those who are punished may eventually be forgiven and granted entry into paradise. The mercy of Allah. One of the most beautiful aspects of the Islamic view of the afterlife is Allah's mercy. While judgment is based on actions, Allah is compassionate and forgiving. Those who have sincerely repented for their sins may find mercy, and those who have lived with faith will be rewarded, despite their imperfections. This belief encourages Muslims to live righteous lives, seek forgiveness, and always strive to better themselves, knowing that the afterlife is not just about punishment, but about mercy and eternal peace. So, in Islam, the afterlife isn't just a final destination, it's a continuation of the soul's journey, whether rewarded with paradise or tested in hell. Everyone will ultimately face the consequences of their actions, with Allah's mercy always at the heart of it. What do you think about the Islamic view of the afterlife? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my channel. The afterlife in Islam. What happens after we die? In Islam, the afterlife is a fundamental belief, and it